Ground ball finds the hole up the middle.
Steps up, goes deep left side. Receiver open, counting. Touchdown, Titans! Takes a nice shot outside the goal box, and he will break the 0-0 tie. Fantastic shot by Kenloff Solon.
Giller makes a move, a good one, opportunity here, the Bears score! The Bears strike first.
He's at the 40, he's down to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jalen Bryan. Why not? What a beautiful run.
Maureen there, fights her off the puck, opportunity here, another sit, and a goal! Second chance effort for the Pioneers.
Put the icing on the cake, if you will, Mike. Let it go down and got to the outside and said good evening and good night.
A look at the calendar would suggest that today, May 1st, is one of the early signs of summer. However, the weather outside suggests that we are getting ready to watch a matchup between the boys of fall. Instead, we'll be watching Tartan Lacrosse here as the Tartan Titans play host to the St. Thomas Academy Cadets here on SEC Sports. Alongside John Miller, I'm Alex Westad. We are very happy to be bringing this one to you here today, John.
Yeah, beautiful weather to play lacrosse. This should be a grinded out game. You know, it's raining out. Perfect weather for some big hits.
You know, we talked about the weather, John. We're going to take a look at the weather forecast just to see what we're taking a look at. 37 for a high, low of 28, 55% chance of rain, and just very Minnesotan-like weather here today.
Yeah, you can't get much better weather than this. I know it's cold. We're freezing up here, but that creates some good lacrosse weather.
Well, the wind will be a factor as well, but we'll take a look at the Metro East standings. Both teams represented here tonight, John.
Yeah, Tartan currently at the top, 2-0 in the Metro East Conference, 5-1 overall, with their only loss coming to Rosemont. And then you have St. Thomas Academy. They've started off the season pretty slow, 1-1 in the Metro East, 4-3 overall. So I expect the Tartan Titans to come out scoring in this one, and we'll see if they can get a win.
And with the opening ball drop here, Herzog on it for Tartan, and Hartzell wins the opening draw, and they take it into the offensive half. And we are underway here from Tartan Field. Centering pass to the front for Tabeka. Shot in the goal. 10 seconds in. Charlie Tabeka on the scoreboard. It's 1-0 Tartan.
Yeah, I have no idea what that St. Thomas team was doing, but they left the middle wide open, and that left Tabaka to just crash the middle and just get an easy shot on goal. Somebody had to step up here. Look at all this room he has to run. Goalie cannot stop a goal from that close up.
Heck of a shot to start it here for Tartan. 1 goal, 13 seconds in officially. A great start for a team that's had a great start. They've scored goals in bunches, John, and teams, when they're down against this Titan squad, just don't seem to have any answer for them as of yet.
Yeah, if you get Tabaka scoring, Tabaka is their 4th leading scorer on the team. He's only got 12 points, so you know, you got the 4th leading scorer scoring points, and then Sam Lindahl gets hot and Herzog gets hot. This is going to be a dangerous team.
Well, here's Tabaka again taking the ball up into the offensive half for the Titans. Tabaka, the senior midfielder, still with the ball now on the near side, running into the center of the field here. Spinning it back, dishes it down low on the far side. That's Sam Lindahl we talked about. Leads the state in goals with 22 entering play here today as he picks up the ball. Nice defensive swat there by Hayes Redding for the cadets of St. Thomas Academy. Lindahl takes a run to the center of the net. A little underhanded shot goes wide and it'll go out of bounds. Yeah. Take a look. There's Sam Lindahl. John, what can you tell us about him?
Oh, well, he's having a heck of a year to start the year. He's leading the state in goals scored. He's got 22 goals already, as well as 13 assists for 35 points overall. He's not leading the state in points, but this guy is a player. He's going on to play college lacrosse in Missouri at Rockhurst College, so this kid is dangerous.
Well, here's Herzog now behind his own net. Off to the far side now is Herzog. Takes it back to the far side to Tabeka, right at the center of the field. In the early going, Tartan having the ball in the offensive half most of the time here. Tabeka with a little run into the center, cuts it back. Cross pass Lindahl right in front, score! A beautiful shot for Lindahl, and it's 2-0 Titans.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass into Lindahl right there. And, you know, it really seems like the St. Thomas team is weak right in the middle in defense. Nobody's stepping up. I mean, if Tartan is going to take advantage of that every play, they had a nice little play, run a nice pick, setting up a player, get the pass down to Lindahl, let him do his signature shot there and get it in.
Well, 2 goals for the Titans already, John, and we see that both of the goals have come from maybe that 20-yard line mark right out in front, and there's no real chance for the senior goaltender Peter Wicks for St. Thomas Academy to have any sort of a chance of stopping that shot.
No, not at all. I mean, they're practically point-blank shots, and a ball that small going that fast, it's not going to be easy to block those shots.
Titans pushing for another goal, gathered up by the Cadets, and they'll start looking to get some offense going of their own. As here comes Hayes Redding now, dishes it back for Cole Huddle, and they'll try to keep things moving. Huddle, a long pass into the attacking half, cut off by Bobby Veitch, as Veitch spins around there. I'm sorry, that's C.J. Acker. As Acker now into the zone. Takes it far side before looking for some offense to help. Lindahl open in the center of the pitch. He finds him. And play can continue as Lindahl rushing the ball in. No particular hurry. He takes a run now. As Lindahl centers it back. As there it is, a little one-handed shot and another goal, and the offense keeps coming. Logan Riley with his first goal of the game. It's 3-0 Tartan, only 2 minutes in.
Yeah, once again, Tartan just attacking the middle of the defense. Lindahl scanned the zone, threw it into Riley. Riley just gets a nice little wrister over there. Great shot.
All offense from Tartan so far, with Lindahl, now Riley with goals. And I'm sure the Titans will continue to add to this offensive pressure, as on the other side of the field there, Jacob Betts hasn't had to face a single shot as of yet.
Yeah, it hasn't even been in their zone. If you're Peter Wicks, the goaltender for St. Thomas, you got to be saying to your defense, hey guys, come on. I think the coach needs to call a timeout right after this possession, because they need to game plan differently for defense. Tartan is having a field day in the middle of this St. Thomas zone defense right here.
Lindahl into the zone, now with the state leading 23 goals on the season. Sends it back, a one-handed time shot, and a nice save there by Peter Wicks to stop things behind his own net for the Academy Cadets.
It definitely was a nice look, you know, to shoot the ball in the goal once again, but luckily it just went right at Wicks' face, and I think St. Thomas got a little lucky on that one. Their defense needs to step up.
Ball intended there for Emmett Rice, sophomore midfielder, but it goes to the far side, and the Titans continue to add pressure as into the zone they come. Looking it back in front for Veitch. Veitch, wristed shot, staved there by Wicks, and play can continue as the cadets of St. Thomas Academy will look to move it up.
Yeah, this is what we talked about early. Is Tartan sets the tempo. They try to attack. They try to get goals scored. Most teams who have done that are the teams that have won in a lot of the games we've been broadcasting this year. You know, if you start off hot, the other team's gonna, you know, they're gonna be a little have a hard time adjusting, and you know their offense is not gonna get clicking if they don't even have the ball.
St. Thomas Academy now with their first offensive chance of the game, as there's Jackson Schrogren moving with the ball in, sends it down in low, as there's Nate Zawoyski taking with the ball now, as he sends it back to the far side for Emmett Rice. Rice on the near side now, working his way back into the center of the field. Near the 30, starts to move around, but some great pressure there by Tobacco keeps him to the outside. As here's Rice once again. Rice sends it down in low on that far side as they look to try and set up an offense. As here's Miller now. Miller, and a violation called, and the Titans will get the ball back the other way. Quickly up on the near side, as here's Hartzell now. Hartzell up ahead into the attacking half for Shimial. Shimial sends it down in low there for Reeves. As Reeves sends it once again further lower for Lindahl. And we talked about early on here, John, that one of Sam Lindahl's go-to is a nice little run here in front, and a beautiful goal. Yeah, what a great shot by Lindahl. 4-0 Titans.
Yeah, it's his second goal of the night. As you were saying, this guy can make all the moves. He's got that nice little side swipe shot right there, you know, left-handed. Nothing the goalie could do about that. Once again, if you're Wicks, you just got to look at your defenders like, come on, guys. Like, pick it up.
You know, I'd say that should be one of the goals on his personal highlight reel, but I'm sure we've seen that so frequently, and we will get a timeout here as St. Thomas Academy not really liking what they're seeing, and we're going to take a look at their schedule here for the rest of the season. A couple of Big Four schools now, and some easy matchups for them as well.
Yeah, you got Simley on the third, North, you know, all winnable games except I'd probably say Lakeville South. But this Tartan team has been very hit and miss. You know, one game they'll score up to, 15 goals, but a lot of the times when they've been losing, they haven't been able to get any shots on the goal. And that's trouble there for the St. Thomas team, and it's showing today.
Now we'll take a look at the Tartan schedule, a promising start for them, and hopefully a return trip to state as well.
Yeah, the big highlight right here is May 9th at Matamidi. Matamidi, one of the top teams in the state, and they are every year. They have good things going over there, and that'll be a true test for Tartan to show where they are in regards to the state standings.
Of course, that matchup with Matamidi a day from today. We'll be there for that one over at Matamidi Stadium.
Yeah, I was wanted to be on that. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but I was looking forward to that game for weeks, and I was like, oh, schedule's not going to work out with that one.
Well, we'll do our best to make sure that we cover that game well in your stead, and hopefully it'll be a nice competitive matchup, maybe some overtime. Who knows? We'll see. As we get ready to start play again here, 6:59 to go, opening quarter. Titans leading 4-0. Sam Lindahl with a pair of goals for Tartan, now giving him 24 on the season, again leading the state in that category. As play can continue, Titans looking to move into the offensive half. Loses the ball there, and they'll gather it up on the far side for Morgan. As it comes all the way back to the goaltender, and up ahead now for Reither.
Yeah, Tartan's winning all the faceoffs early.
Right there into the offensive half. Ball handcuffed. I believe that's Herzog on the far side a little bit, but he picks it right back up. Looking on the far side for Hartzell now. As Hartzell looks to set up an offense, burn the clock down a little bit. With a 4-goal lead, they have that ability. As Hartzell taking a run in. Some great pressure by St. Thomas Academy to send it back out. As it comes back to the center area. Taking a run, Hartzell, shot, score! 5-0 now, the Titans lead as Jacob Hartzell gets on the scoreboard, and it's 5-0 Tartan.
Yeah, Hartzell just says, I got a guy on me, but I can beat him. I'm taking this one myself. Just tosses in the net. The goalie right there needs to do something. There was some pretty decent defense there by John Myron. I don't know what Wicks was doing on that. He had a pretty good look to stop that ball.
When we look at St. Thomas Academy, John, they entered the game today at 4-3, and as you mentioned earlier, that when they don't score goals, they do tend to have some difficulties.
Yeah, if you look at the goals that they have allowed, they lost to Egan 10-18, they lost to Matamidi 6-14, and they lost to Creighton Durham Hall, all good teams, 14. So against the better teams, they're having a lot of trouble stopping the ball.
St. Thomas with a nice little opportunity on the far side, but Jacob Betts easily sniffs that one out. And the Titans will start in the defensive half, looking to move the ball up ahead. On the near side, Amarongan now taking the ball all the way by himself and sends it back down in low where Lindahl can gather. As the Titans set up an offense down in low, Lindahl up ahead for Veitch. And now all the way back on the far side, center of the pitch. And it comes back in down. Looking for an opportunity there as it comes back here to Logan Riley. Riley will take the ball himself around a screen before it goes once again to John Reeves. Down and low, Lindahl taking a solo run and loses the ball. I believe that was Herzog who lost the handle of it. The goaltender's able to sniff it up, and St. Thomas Academy can start the other way. As here they'll advance into the offensive half, or at least try to. Baker Redding tried to get it ahead, but lost it to Tartan. Tartan in their white jerseys, black pants, throughout a blue lettering and a black trim, mostly blue helmets with a silver bill on the cap, and the cadets blue jersey, gray lettering and gray on the shoulders as well. Kind of a opposite look to what Tartan is rocking tonight here, John.
Yeah, they definitely have some nice uniforms for St. Thomas over here. That's what happens when you're in private school. You can afford good things.
Centering pass in front didn't quite reach, but St. Thomas Academy able to maintain possession as Williams now. Williams sees some open space. Oh, what a little shot there, but I believe Betts scored. Oh, no, they did score. Luke Williams beats Jacob Betts, and now it's 5-1 as the St. Thomas Academy Cadets finally get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Williams just kind of taking this one himself. You'll see it right here. He'll eventually get a nice view here of a look at the goal. He tacks it in, he just throws it right. You know, goalie was looking low, he threw it high, and that was a great goal there by Williams.
So a nice response for St. Thomas Academy to break their 0 and get on the scoreboard. 5-1 Tartan leads now, 4:21 to go here opening quarter. And on the draw, as the official steps back, won once again by Tartan. Dominant on the faceoff so far are the Titans. Herzog lost the handle, but he gets it back. Herzog evading some great stick checking by the Cadets. Into the zone now, Tabeka. For Lindahl, and then back to Tabeka once again on the near side. All the way back for Hartzell as he sits with the puck right at the center of the pitch. For Tabeka now. And then back to Hartzell once again. As this offense, John, seems to be looking fairly consistent every time they've had the ball in the offensive half.
Yeah, they look like they're on a mission. They know what they're going to do. A lot of guys, a lot of tacking the middle, and that's going to work every time. Once again, wide open there was John Reeves, and he just has an easy shot. There's nothing that Wicks can do about that. I mean, look at this clean view he gets. Nobody's there. If you're number 6, how do you I get he didn't want to block his goalie there, but somebody needed to step up there.
Well, like you said, it's an interesting thing to see that we see St. Thomas Academy Cadets. There were, I don't know, maybe 3-4 guys there right on Sam Lindahl, and that left John Reeves wide open for an easy shot. And he, I don't know, must have had the ball 5 seconds there right in front of the net. Nobody even came out to challenge him.
Yeah, that's 5 different players now with 6 goals on the day.
Into the offensive half as the Cadets now will be able to maintain possession, and I think John Myron has the ball on the near side here, number 1. As Myron sends it back for Sjogren, and then all the way across for A.J. Card, the junior midfielder for the Cadets. Takes a nice little run in, a shot on goal, and I believe that will count. It will, and A.J. Card gets them within 4, and it's 6-2 now, Titans leading.
Yeah, great move there by Card. I mean, what I've noticed with these St. Thomas team is that they like to take a lot of outside shots and shots from distance. But against this Tartan team, you're going to have to get a lot closer than that. They usually have a very good press defense. Luckily, Card beat that one-on-one. You'll see it right here. Makes a great little move. Tosses it right past the goalie right there.
Yeah, some great footwork there for A.J. Card. As 6-2 now, 3:14 to go first quarter.
Yeah, Tartan needs to continue to build on this confidence they look like they've showed in the past 3 or 4 minutes. If they can keep that up, they can keep themselves in this game.
Scrum for the ball on the far side. It will go in the possession of St. Thomas Academy. Clock will run, and they'll bring the ball up into the attacking half as here's Sjogren now. Sjogren now on the near side, looking to set up an offense. As he waits for some reinforcements to come, is Sjogren on the near side as the offense sets up around him, moves around a moving screen, and Sjogren taking it down right on the goal line. Sjogren getting some nice stick checks there, and the ball goes back a little too far for Zawoyski, the sophomore attacker, who will carry the ball and might have a rush. As it gets on the far side there for Myron. Myron down and low. And the Cadets look to make a move, a shot, and another goal. I'm not quite sure who got that, John, but now it's 6-3.
Andrew Miller right there. Great move, great goal. That's what they need to do. They need to get as many shots on goal. Nice little, attacking the net. He had 3 Tartan defenders right around them right there, and he had a great move to get that goal. And you could definitely see that their confidence is getting higher, and they need to take more shots. I mean, that's what Tartan's doing. It doesn't matter if they're open. They're going to shoot the ball, and eventually they're going to go in.
So the Titan lead now cut in half. Jacob Betts allowing 3 goals here in this opening quarter as the face-off won back into the attacking half for St. Thomas Academy, and with numbers now come the Titans. Cross pass, a little bit too far there for Ryan Dickinson, sophomore midfielder, as he'll center it down in low now, and that's where Bradley Herzog can take control for the Titans, and Lindahl in his office Working around, a nice little shot, and we have a goal.
Yeah.
3 for Sam Lindahl at 7-3.
Yeah, 3 goals down for Sam Lindahl. I want to know why no defender even stepped up to him. He's going to score every time. What an easy shot. You know what he was thinking in his head is like, hey guys, you know how good I am? Going to college, play lacrosse. You should probably guard me.
Sam Lindahl continuing to do what Sam Lindahl does best. 3 goals in this game for now, gives him 25 on the season. And the Titans will continue to add pressure. Face off won and fought for, and looks like the Titans will be able to take control as here's Dalton Reither into the attacking half. Pass intended for Tobacco, cut off, intercepted by AJ Card. As Card getting pressured heavily. Some great defense by the Titans. Tripped up. We should get some sort of a penalty, a man down situation upcoming, as a couple of Titan defenders took down a man, and they should be a man up.
I tell you what, though, face-offs are really important in the game of lacrosse. And Jacob Hartzell has been dominating today, and he has 73 face-off wins, or 48 face-off wins and 73 tries. So he's averaging 65% on face-off wins. See, that goes a long way.
Great save by Betts right in front as he was able to stone AJ Card. As the Titans look to kill off this man-up situation. As the ball comes back all the way, and Betts will take it now. He'll run it up. Started step and then gets it across to Amarogan on the far side. All the way into the attacking half as Titan pressure continues to mount here, and the ball will go bouncing skip out of the goal line with a minute to go here in the first quarter. And the Academy Cadets will take the ball up into their attacking half. A great little run here on the far side for Leighton Hornig. As Hornig now left it on the far side, and it can be gathered up there. Behind the net now, here comes the Academy Cadets. Williams with a goal already. Backhand off the ground. Goes wide, and Tartan can take it the other way.
And nice shot there by Williams. Unfortunately, just missed it by a little bit. I think he would have been more accurate. That was going to get past the goalie there.
Tobacco now into the attacking half, less than 30 to go. On the near side, Herzog takes it himself, looking to get it to Lindahl, certainly around a moving screen. Herzog taken down, and the ball goes out to the far side as Max Sherman takes it the other way for the Cadets. Sherman running it all by himself, all the way into the attacking half with 3 seconds now. Dishes it back, cut off, intercepted, and that will be the end of the first quarter, John, with the Titans leading 7-3.
Yeah, if you're the Tartan Titans, you got to be very happy with how you played in that first half. Just nothing but attacking the middle of the St. Thomas defense, and it worked almost every time. They controlled possession there. I'd probably say a good 10 minutes out of that first quarter in the 12-minute quarter. I mean, you're gonna be having the lead every time if you come away with that.
On the other hand, we take a look. Rain still continuing to fall. Weather been an issue all day, John, as we arrived here to set up for this first game. It was snow on the field, and I believe the Tartan athletic director or the Tartan lacrosse account tweeted out a picture of snow on the field as we take a look at our weather forecast. Cold, rainy, wet, a Minnesotan spring to be sure.
It's May 1st and it's snowing. It could be any more Minnesotan.
Well, either way, weather not seeming to be too big of a factor so far. Field seems to be playing nice and dry. I believe last time we were here, we had an official slip and fall as they were backpedaling on the near side, but unfortunately, nothing to mention about that yet today.
That was on a perfectly sunny day. No, it's what's nice is about all these high schools now, they have all these turf fields. There's no regular grass fields, so the playing surface is normally pretty good. This can get slippery, but we haven't seen one player slip here today.
Well, we'll take a look at the upcoming broadcast. We have 3 lacrosse games coming up. Girls lacrosse, Matamidi Roseville. I'll be with you for that one. Then boys lacrosse, Matamidi and Tartan. I'll be with you for that one as well. And then lastly on the 17th, Tartan and Simley. Some great matchups there, John.
Oh yeah, Matamidi versus Tartan. That's the game to watch, everybody. And, this Tartan team is always team to watch, too, so stay tuned to our upcoming broadcast on SEC Sports.
You know, we mentioned the Zephyrs and the Titans and even the White Bear Lake Bears, too, all section rivals when it comes to that state seeding, of course, with Tartan beating White Bear Lake last year for the chance to advance to that state tournament. I believe that was a 1-goal game, John, where Tartan just barely edged out White Bear Lake.
Oh yeah, it's always a rivalry between these schools around here. You know, Tartan Matamidi, Tartan White Bear Lake. It's always good games that are played. This one starting out not so hot.
Well, the start of the second quarter here as Charlie Tobacco takes the ball into the attacking half here with Tartan leading 7-3, looking to continue their offensive success, and the ball will go out of bounds.
Another face-off win for Tartan. This is proving huge dividends.
Ball one Tobacco as it gets knocked out of his stick, and the Titans can take over once again, as there is Reeves on the far side. Reeves now with the ball. I believe that's Herzog now. Herzog, or Lindahl rather, sends it back. A nice little save there by the goaltender. And the Cadets will take it the other way.
Yeah, first long shot we've seen from Tartan today. They've usually had high percentage shots down low. You know, kind of like basketball, you know, but that one was a little deeper. Unfortunately, it didn't go.
As the ball bounces out near the St. Thomas sideline. Seems to be doing that a little more so now than it did the first quarter, but certainly something that can be corrected as Tartan looks to take the ball into the attacking half, and they'll do so easily once again. On the far side now, working the ball in low. Spins around one defender, working in a little centering pass in front. What a great shot in the goal, Ryan Dickinson. It's 8-3 Tartan on a great centering pass right in front for Dickinson.
Yeah, he couldn't get any better than that, but nice snag by Dickinson to catch that great pass right next to the goalie once again. You got Hartzell just, he's a great assist man. He gets it right in there for Dickinson. Dickinson wanted to go. He's taking their last two shots. He finally gets one to go. I mean, that one you're going to get to go almost every time if you shoot it right.
Now, it seems like Tartan has certainly worked the ball in low and aimed high, and that seems to be the way to beat Peter Wicks tonight, as they've done so for 8 goals already here. Only 13 minutes have been played as St. Thomas Academy wins a face-off, and we get a whistle.
You know, Wicks right now, he's probably a little scared to have this Tartan team shoot on him. He's like that kid who's sticking right field in baseball, and he just prays the ball doesn't get hit to him. But this Tartan team's going to keep attacking, and they're going to keep scoring.
Veitch, a nice little shot saved by Wicks, and the Cadets can take it the other way. As they look to move the ball, they'll get it back, and Foster will play it for the Cadets with a longer stick across the field all the way up, as spins around one man, does Redding, and sends it right into the Tartan bench, the tent structure, I guess, tonight. And Lindahl will take it on the far side for the Titans.
Yeah, if you're Ben Mansour right there for St. Thomas, you have to catch that ball. You're already down. You don't need any unforced errors right there. And unfortunately, you give the ball right back to Tartan.
Lindahl tried to center in front. A great stick there by Foster to keep play down for just a little bit of a moment, as there's Herzog now taking control. Herzog works it back to the near side, passes off there for Reeves. As here's Reeves, and it comes all the way back out to the center of the pitch. As here's Veitch now. Veitch way, way back for Luke Solheide. The defense acting part here in the attacking half as Solheide around a screen. Will shiver on back as Solheide sends it down and low. Here's Lindahl. Lindahl spins around one defender. Tries to get it in, but takes it back himself. Lindahl working. Lindahl scores again. 4 for Lindahl. It's 9-3.
Yeah, Lindahl, had a congested middle right there. St. Thomas is playing pretty good defense, and he just takes this one himself. If, you get those high percentage shots, they're gonna go in. Wicks just has, he's like, hey guys, come on. I mean, that's 9 goals now, and 8 of them have been from within 10 feet.
Well, I'm no body language expert here, John, but I see Wicks certainly has his hands on his hips a lot, just frustrated with this defensive effort for the St. Thomas Academy here tonight. And 9 goals against is not a great start for him, but he hasn't been helped by his defense that much. As we'll look to continue play here, face-off once again, won by Tartan. As that's Hartzell now. Hartzell up ahead as
just
Ryder
having
takes
a
it
day
in.
there on those face-offs. Sorry, I didn't cut you off there, but he has been absolutely impressive tonight.
Yeah, I believe he might be. He has to have won every one that he's been on now.
I think he lost. I think he maybe lost one. I'm not sure. I can't recollect on that one. But you know, he's winning 65% of them this year. That number's going to go up today.
Into the attacking half, Myron tries to send it in front. His Card fighting for it with a Titan, pushes him off, and then it comes all the way back out through the center of the pitch as Myron. Myron with some space, running in on the far side before shoveling it back.
Swarming defense by Tartan. They're not giving any room for the Cadets to get any shots.
Hornig sends it down in low, and Miller will take it on the far side. As here's Miller. Some great pressures by Tabeka to give him no opportunities, as he will end up pushing him back. Miller all the way back to Hornig at the far side, and then down and low for Myron once again. Myron now for Hornig all the way back, and they'll set up their offense once again as Hornig now. Hornig looking to make a run. Hornig continues to move on in. Centering pass in front. Shot clock resets, and Betts will be able to take it the other way. Betts.
Yeah, Betts has been absolutely impressive tonight, Alex. You know, this Tartan defense has been phenomenal, but when shots have been there, he's made some great stops. And, you know, if he keeps doing that, this team is going to be dangerous as they keep going on in the year.
Well, all the way back. Tabeka will take the ball now as it's passed off to him by Veitch. Tabeka looking for an opportunity. Stares into the defense before taking a run. Tabeka dishes it for Lindahl behind his own net. Lindahl is centered in front. Ooh. Hesitated on the shot. A missed opportunity there as it comes all the way back.
Yeah, Reeves, the sophomore. I mean, some of those guys, he's got to know to take that shot, but by his senior year, I guarantee you he's going to take that shot every time.
Here's Herzog, gets around to the defender, takes a stick up high. As the ball comes back now to Lindahl, gives it right back. Herzog now. Herzog, Reeves on the near side. Spins it down low. Herzog cross for Lindahl. Lindahl defended well as he looks to move the ball in, maybe take a shot. Lindahl sends it a shot down low as he was getting taken down, but it goes wide, and the Cadets can take it the other way.
Yeah, it really looked like Lindahl had Herzog behind the net. That's just you know, he wanted to do a little too much. He needs to know when to pass that ball right there, and they might have had an easier goal or easy shot on him. He wouldn't have lost it.
Here's Herzog, gets the ball out of a scrum. On the far side now, Herzog back for Tabeka. Tabeka across for Veitch. Yes, here's Veitch now, all the way back to Tabeka, right in the center of the field. Tabeka moving in. On the far side for Lindahl. Lindahl working, a little bounce shot, and it will be steered back out to the outside where Reeves can take it once again. Veitch, one-timer shot and goal from 20 yards out. Bobby Veitch gets on the scoreboard. It's 10-3 Titans.
Yeah, once Veitch got that ball, he knew where he was going with it, right to the back of the net. That was a great throw right there. A lot of power behind that shot. You'll see right here, boom, right to the top of the net. Really, I don't even know if Wick saw that ball. That was so fast. And Veitch has his 12th goal of the year. Absolutely impressive.
Well, John, we've seen it where they've scored from right in front of the net now. Now we've seen it where they're starting to score from all over the field. As a 7-goal lead now for the Titans. 6:12 to go here, second quarter. And this might be a bit of a blowout here, John.
Yeah, I think this one's already pretty much put away if Tartan keeps, you know, even if they score one more goal, they keep controlling the possession. We saw them against Moundsview a couple weeks ago on their opening game. Once they got the lead, they definitely they slowed down their offense, and they pretty much just played keep away the whole time for Moundsview until Moundsview finally showed that they could get the ball from them.
I believe we had a violation against the Cadets as Tartan looks to move the ball back the other way, and we have some sort of a stoppage as we try to figure out what's going on, and we'll get play started up once again here as the Titans do, in fact, have the ball. Hartzell controlling now for Tartan on the far side, looking for an opportunity. Stutter step around one defender. Hartzell centering pass. Reeves knocked off the ball nicely, and Titans look to gain control. We get another whistle, and it'll stay down here. There's another violation by the Cadets.
Yeah, great defense there by number 6, Jack Foster, the senior defenseman. Stopping that shot, you know, that's what they need to do. They need to get into the Tartan players' faces. The more they do that, the less room they're going to have to score. Simple.
Has the ball now on the far side for Hartzell. Hartzell pretends to dish it for Veitch. Hartzell with a one-time shot and another goal as Hartzell from the 30-yard line. It's 11-3 now.
Yeah, Hartzell gets his second goal of the day. I think he threw that one from a good 25 yards out, and there's really nothing the goalie I don't even know if the goalie saw this. If we have a good shot right here, I think the goalie saw it. It was a low pitch. He just couldn't get his, they got the bigger nets, too. It's surprising that he couldn't stop that one.
As we got another timeout here as the Cadets look to take a timeout here. We'll see if they can reset or if they come out with a different strategy here. They'll take a look at this goal here, and what do you see, John?
Yeah, I see that, the goalie just thinks this one's going to bounce a little higher than it was, but it looks like it went right between the wickets, and he knew he should have stopped it. So, that's another goal for Tartan. They have 7 guys who have scored today. This is absolutely ridiculous, and Tartan putting on a clinic early on.
Well, we'll take a look at the social media. Of course, John and I both very active for Big Four social media. If you're interested and you have these things available to you, throw us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/SCCTV, or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SCCTV Sports. Of course, look for either of those things. We'll be there as well. And for both of us on Twitter, John is John SCCTV, and I am Alex SCCTV, and both of us tweet out things that we see from around our Big Four schools, whether that be in sports or, for me, some stuff from academia. We would love it to have you join us.
Yeah, it's always a good time. We always look for, some of the stuff we don't cover. If you guys could tweet at us and we could get in, the social media montage in there. That's always our favorite thing on Sports Path. So, tweet at us, and it's always a good time here at SEC Sports. Not TV 19 anymore. Made that mistake on Sports Path a couple times. It's something that's going to take a little getting used to.
Yeah, it's that muscle memory that's still going for you, that's for sure. All right, well, we'll look to get things going as for the head coach of the Cadets, John Barnes, looking for some sort of an answer out of his Cadets here, John.
Yeah, I don't know what he could even tell this team. And Tartan's just dominating every facet of the game. I just say, hey, guys, we're still in it. They need to score a few goals before the half and get some good stops, but Tartan's winning every single face-off. And if they win every face-off, they're going to have the ball their most time of possession. And literally, St. Thomas has had 0 time with the ball.
Well, we'll get a face-off coming here. 5:16 to go. 11-3. Tartan leading. 4 goals by Lindahl to lead the offensive scores for the Titans. As a rare face-off loss as St. Thomas can control now in the offensive half for H.A. Card now. Card taking a run, centering pass in front, and there's a response goal. A great timeout there by Barnes, and I believe that was Miller in front to cut the lead to 7.
Yeah, great pass from Card to Miller there. Miller gets his second goal of the day, and that's what they need to do. They need to move the ball and attack. That's what we were talking about before the game. The team that attacks the most is going to win. Right now, Tartan is dominating that, but great passes. He's getting decked there by Card, and he just easy shot there for Miller, point blank, and that's what Tartan's been doing the whole game.
We'll get Hartzell and Burke on the face-off here for their respective clubs. As the official will step out now. And once again, Hartzell gets back to his winning ways, and he'll take it into his defensive half before moving the ball up ahead. Hartzell now into the attacking half. Spins it over to the far side as he keeps it there, and then all the way back on side here now as Logan Riley sends it down and low for Lindahl in his usual spot. Lindahl to the far side for Reeves. Reeves for Veitch, a one-timer. Great save there by Wicks. And the Titans are adding some great pressure here to keep the Cadets from pushing it out of the zone as we get a whistle.
Yeah, I think if Veitch would have put as much muscle, he set himself and throw it as hard as he did in that first goal he had of the day, that ball would have been in, but there wasn't as much oomph on that one.
As Lindahl behind his own net now. Lindahl working up to the far side. Reeves, a one-time shot. Goes off of the stick, I believe. It'll go out and it'll stay here for another offensive opportunity for the Titans.
Yeah, Reeves, great shot on goal right there. Unfortunately, it just didn't go in. It just ticked off of Wick's stick. Yeah, Wicks got pretty lucky right there.
Well, here's Veitch now on the near side for the Titans. Sidestepping before taking a nice little run here. Veitch with the ball. Sends it across now for Reeves on the far side. Reeves working back to the center of the pitch, looking for his offense to create an opportunity, some traffic in front, something which Tartan has been very successful at tonight. As here's Lindahl. Lindahl works it back to the center, one-time shot, great save there by the goaltender, and it goes back out and wide, and there'll be another offensive opportunity.
He sure got a lot of power on that shot. A little jump throw in right in the middle of the field from about 15 yards out. Unfortunately, didn't go in. Nice block there by Wicks.
Well, we've seen it all from Lindahl tonight, John. The power, the speed, the finesse. Certainly one of the reasons why he's going to play college lacrosse.
Oh, yeah, this kid's showing you all the tools in the basket.
As here's Veitch now on the far side. Puts some weight off to the far side now as Veitch centers it back. As here's Riley now. Riley working in. Sends it across there for Lindahl. Lindahl back to Riley now. Right in front of the net. As Riley working in, sends it over to Veitch. Nice reach there. Veitch off the ground. Nice little save there by Wicks. And the Cadets can take it the other way.
Yeah, I think Veitch was hoping for a little more skip shot right there. Unfortunately, the first bounce was just way too high. Easy stop there for Wicks.
Into the attacking half, Myron. Myron moves it across. One-time shot, good save there by Betts as the ball goes out of bounds. And a nice save there by Betts.
Yeah, Myron looked too eager to pass. I thought he would have a nice shot on goal if he just took 3 more steps. Unfortunately, he just looked all the way across the field and passed it to the far side, and goal doesn't go.
Well, here's Card now, taking the ball for the Cadets. Card working in, tries to center in front. A nice little bounce shot there and a goal for Luke Williams. That's his second of the game. It's 11-5 now.
Yeah, great pass inside by Luke Williams, and nice of him to know where he was on the field and that he needed to shoot it. They need to get shots on goal, especially that close. Once again, A.J. Card with a great assist right there, finding a player in the middle of the field. Easy goal. There's really nothing Betts can do about that one.
As we get another timeout here, 2:22 to go, 11-5, Titans lead.
Yeah, Betts is averaging, 8 goals allowed on the year, 8.7. He's got a 58 save percentage. That's not one of the better ones on the year, but he's got good defense, and if you have great defense, they make you look better too. This swarming defense from Tartan is just absolutely looking impressive today. We've seen a few easy shots, but they're keeping the ball away from the goalie.
Well, we take a look to the refs for today, normally in their black and white stripes. They certainly look to be a little more bundled than they might normally be.
Yeah, they're definitely not zebras today. They're dressed in all black like Johnny Cash. I think they knew that Tartan was going to make this one a St. Thomas funeral.
I suppose if they needed to go out to a formal dinner afterwards, of course, the all-black setup, maybe throw on a white tie there, and you're set. You're ready to go for a nice candlelit dinner, maybe with each other or somebody in their community. Who knows?
Maybe they're going to a Rolling Stones concert, Fade to Black.
They could be, for sure. Some great concerts coming up in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area as well, and certainly things that music fans will be looking forward to. But, of course, we are here at Lacrosse, so we'll come back and focus on this one. As, once again, Hartzell looks to continue his success at the face-off circle here tonight. Again, 2:22 to go. Titans leading 11-5 as the ball gets one back and the Cadets control.
A nice job there by Burke to win that face-off. Just smack it out to one of his attackmen.
As they'll take the ball on the near side, Williams sends it down in low for Zawoyski. Zawoyski onto the far side now. As the Cadets seem to be setting off some sort of an offense as they get another man on, and on comes Sjogren. Not very much offensive time, but they've scored 5 goals tonight, beating Jacob Betts only 5 times. As here's Sjogren now, looking on the far side as it gets knocked away, and a great little push there, but I believe that creates a infraction, and the Cadets can hold on. Once again, as Emmett Rice now. Cross for Sjogren, and then all the way down in low.
St. Thomas really needs to be playing with a better sense of urgency right there. They need to attack, attack, attack. You can't go down in the half, down 6.
Here's Miller now. Sends it all the way back for Flanagan, wearing number 81, the senior for the Cadets. And then way back down and low there once again for Zawoyski. Zawoyski for Flanagan again. Flanagan working around some great pressure as he continues to shovel it off in front. Great shot there. I believe it hit the foot of Betts, and it goes out of bounds as the Cadets will hold possession.
Yeah, you know his foot's going to be stinging a little bit after that. It's 37 degrees out. I think it's dipped down a little lower than that. But great stop there by Betts.
A turnover as Betts comes out of his net to play it, and Acker looks to move the ball up ahead as here comes Dickinson. Dickinson with a goal tonight as Hartzell takes it in the attacking half. Hartzell with time and space. Hartzell cuts back. Hartzell working in, a bounce pass and a goal. Hartzell, it's 12-5.
Yeah, Hartzell just taking that one himself. He did have Herzog streaking down the side wide open, but, you know, when you're as good as, you know, Hartzell and Herzog and Lindahl, you know, these guys can score from anywhere on the field, and he just bounces that one right past the goalie. You know, it really seems that Wicks has had a trouble with those high shots tonight. Well, actually, a lot of the shots tonight.
Well, certainly difficult for the Cadets when you had a opportunity there with maybe a minute offensive zone time to come and give up a quick goal like that. Certainly something that John Barnes will look to correct for his Cadets as they enter down 7 here.
I just think, you know, Tartan's really playing with a lot more tenacity than the St. Thomas team, and it's definitely showing. This team's quicker. They're better with ball movement. They've had great defense. They're winning, like I said earlier, every facet of the game.
Riley on the near side now for Veitch. Veitch plays catch with Riley down to the last 15, down and low. Reeves now on the far side, sends it back as it gets to Veitch in the center of the field. Down to the last 10 now. Veitch taking a run into the zone. A shot and a save there by Wicks as it goes all the way back into the end zone. We'll get a whistle with 0.1 seconds left. And they'll let that run off, and that will be the end of this quarter here, John.
Yeah, absolutely dominant effort by the Tartan Titans. You know, they've had how many different players score here? 7, that's absolutely insane, and there's really nothing that Wicks, the goaltender for St. Thomas, has been able to do tonight. I mean, they've had a lot of high percentage shots on him, and he really can't stop it. I don't know what St. Thomas needs to do, but I think they need to re-game plan on defense because this Tartan offense is just tearing them up.
Titans lead 12-5 at the half. We'll be right back. This is your home for Tartan Lacrosse here on SCC Sports.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean, separate, cook, and chill. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back, everybody, to beautiful, sunny Tartan Stadium here as the Titans entertain a 12-5 lead against the St. Thomas Academy Cadets here. Back with John Miller, I'm Alex West. Had a great start here for Titans.
Yeah, once again, the Titans, you know, They win another face-off, but they have 7 guys with goals today, and they're playing absolutely impressive. They've had some great looks on the net, and that's why they're up 12-5 going into the half.
Well, as we get play going, the teams will switch sides. Tartan's moving left to right across your TV screen as St. Thomas Academy look to have possession before it got knocked off, and will keep their going their way. As the ball is maintained on the far side now as the Cadets move in. Sends it back now.
It's a quick little line shift with 30 seconds in.
As here's Sjogren now, leaves it, still with the ball now, gets it for Flanagan. As Flanagan now moves with the ball, gets it back for Sjogren now. As Sjogren moving in on the far side. Works it back to Flanagan. Here's Flanagan now, works around a moving screen with Tobacco applying some great pressure for Tartan. Continuing to do so. As Flanagan now. Flanagan tries to center in front, but a great intercept there, and the Titans can head back the other way.
Yeah, great defense there by number 20, Amarengan. That's the way they've been playing all day. No easy shots, and that's why they're up by 7.
Intercepted pass in front. Reeves shot in the goal. The defensive pressure right in front once again falls apart for the Cadets. It's 13-5, excuse me.
Yeah, 13-5 now. Reeves with a great goal. Great pass there by Amarengan. He's doing it on defense, and he gets a great assist. Easy goal there once Reeves got the pass. Just gets it right past the goalie.
Well, John, you and I mentioned in that opening half there that the center of the field pressure for the Titans just simply was not good enough to prevent Tartan from scoring, and leads to an early goal here as Reeves just found a hole behind the defense.
Yeah, like you were saying, the Cadets, the middle of the zone and in front of the goalie has been wide open all day, and something needs to change. I mean, you're better off playing good defense in the middle and making them take longer shots, but they're not doing that at all. I mean, Tartan is doing that to the Cadets, but the Cadets really look like they have no clue how to defend this Tartan Titan team.
Redding loses the ball, and a great stick check by Lindahl, and will head into the attacking half as Lindahl will take it here on the far side, looking to add to his 4 goals tonight, now leading the state with 26 goals on the season, as it comes all the way back now for Veitch in the center of the field.
Yeah, Lindahl, he's been, every time he's had the ball, he's been trying to make things happen. That's why he has 4 goals and showing you why he's one of the best players of the state. I wouldn't be surprised if he's up for Mr. Lacrosse at the end of the year.
Veitch now looking to move the ball into the zone, goes around the screen of Solheim, down and low for Lindahl, around the official, and Lindahl sends it down in low, as I believe that's Hartzog that gets it down now for Reeves, all the way back to Solheim as they look to set up the offense once again. Solheim with the ball at the center of the field, and it goes all the way in. Solheim now forced back. Gets it over there for Riley. As Riley now around the screen. Riley moving in. Riley continues to work around. Centered it down low for Hartzog. As it just goes too far. Lindahl can't control. Gets off one man, and then he's able to keep pressure going. Play can continue. As it just looks like
somebody finally picks up the ball.
There, Lindahl centering pass in front. Comes all the way back out to Herzog.
Nice fake pass there by Lindahl. Unfortunately, couldn't get the goal to go. I think the goalie there for Tartan was pretty lucky. I don't even think he saw Lindahl shoot that ball.
Here's Lindahl now on the far side. Lindahl working it back to the center of the field. Tries to get around the screen and does. Lindahl evades one defender. A wristed shot from about 10 yards out. A goal. Lindahl has 5 now on the evening. It's 14-5.
Yeah, Lindahl showing you that signature sweeping shot he's got. You'll see it right here on this replay. Just a low sweeping shots. He knows where to put the ball. Once again, I mean, the St. Thomas goalie is nobody's defending Lindahl. Nobody's defending the middle of the field. Lindahl had a great shot right there, but that's a very tough shot to guard.
So Hartzell now. Hartzell on the faceoff for Tartan. As the official finally puts the ball in and play will resume.
For the Titans.
One there by Hartzell as he wins it on back. Gets it off there to the far side for Reither. Reither sends it down in low for Lindahl, loses it. Here's Lindahl, cuts it back. Sends it all the way down. And then back further for Tabeka now. Tabeka sends it down in low. Hartzell now. Tries to get around one-on-one situation. Hartzell cuts it back. Spins around with another, gets right on through. Hartzell tried to center it in, but a violation, and it goes back the other way. The Cadets now send it to the center of the defensive zone, and they'll start running that ball up. Schlepper loses it, but it's able to get picked up quickly there by Myron. Myron into the attacking half. Here's Myron right down on the goal line now. Myron, as Reither will look to defend. Myron, a run, centered in front, and a great stick there, keeps it from going in. And will bounce all the way back, and the Cadets will get another possession.
I think Myron was too close to the goal right there not to shoot that ball. He really needed to put that one on the goal. He threw it to a guy who was about 15 feet away. If you're within 5 feet, you got to shoot the ball.
Ball coming out through the center of the field. A turnover there as the Titans quickly gather it back up as Shimeon loses it once again. Some great pressure now by the Cadets. As a fight for the ball, 3-on-1 opportunity, centering pass in front and a goal. That's what happens when you give up a 3-on-1 opportunity as Nate Zawoyski finishes it up. It's 14-6 now.
Yeah, great defense right there for St. Thomas on their side of the zone, and they get the ball back and they have a 3-on-1 opportunity right here. Easy shot. There's nothing that Betts could have done about that.
One of the first times tonight where we've seen the Titan defense break down and gives up the goal. First goal of the second half, 7:02 to go here. Third quarter, Titans leading 14-6.
Yeah, we saw there was nice pressure there by the Cadets on that side of the field, and they got the ball back. I think everybody on Tartan was already on the other side of the field, so they had an easy 3-on-1 right there.
Face-off pushed off, and Cadets can control into the attacking half. One of the few times tonight that they've been able to win off that face-off. As the fight for it continues now, and on the far side, there's Foster. Foster sends it down in low as Wicks is able to control, sends it back up. Foster now on the far side, leaves it there as around a screen. Goes Myron. Myron, pass up ahead into the basket of the stick and turned over before Lindahl can take a little rush. 3-on-2, Lindahl moving in, a shot, score! You called it there, John. Lindahl with a great run, 6 goals on the night, 15-6 now, Titans lead.
Yeah, you saw that when he got the ball right in the middle of the field, and then if you look downfield, there was no defenders in the middle of the field. Easy streak for Lindahl. He has such great athleticism. He's going to get the shot in every time. I'd say at least 90 times out of 100. He shot that one from a good 15 out. Easy goal there.
Yeah, not enough pressure by St. Thomas Academy to give him any sort of an opposition there, and he just did what he does best, runs it in. That's his 5th goal of the night, and he continues to dominate this matchup.
No, it's a 6th goal.
Oh, it is.
6th goal of the night. Absolutely impressive effort here by Lindahl.
Well, continuing into the zone, Reither picks it up for the Titans as he takes it into the offensive half, tripped up before Herzog continues to pick it up, and another goal by Herzog. 16-6 now.
This may surprise you, but that is Herzog's first goal of the night. That makes 8 St. Thomas or Tartan players, 8 goals for Tartan tonight.
I believe this is the point in the game where one might consider a running clock. However, we aren't 100% sure if that would not start until the 4th quarter, so we'll see what happens when the clock gets going here. 6:10 to go, 3rd quarter. 10-goal lead for the Titans. Even if you take Sam Lindahl out of the game, it's still a lead for the Titans.
Yeah, Herzog, you know, he's having a great year as well. His whole team just playing great. He's got 15 goals, 6 assists on the year. Now he's up to 16 goals. I had the St. Thomas team over my Tartan players, so that's why I said the St. Thomas goals, but great showing here tonight by Tartan.
Cadets gain control, and they'll look to move into the attacking half. As here's Myron now, takes it into the zone before cutting it back on the far side. Myron steps around Tabeka before trying to get a rush in as Tabeka gives him a little check. There's Myron. Center in front for Miller, can't quite find it, and it goes all the way back out to the near side. As here comes Zawoyski now with the last goal for the Cadets. A nice little shove there to knock away any sort of chance for a goal. A whistle will come. We may have an infraction.
Yeah, you'll see this big hit right here on that last play. Who was that right there? I'm pretty sure that was Hartzell just laying the wood.
Here comes Myron now into the zone. Nice job stop by Betts. The Cadets get the rebound. Another centering pass in front. It goes over the cage as Betts was able to get the challenge. But the Cadets maintain possession. Centering pass in front. Shot and a goal. A nice little shot there in front for Leighton Hornig. The sophomore gets on the scoreboard at 16-7.
Yeah, St. Thomas just putting great pressure on the Tartan defense right here. Way too many players. They had about a 4-on-2 right there. Hornig just has an easy shot.
So, of course, now that the deficit isn't 10, the running clock gets waved off, and the Titans will look to continue to add their pressure, almost hitting the point of academia now in this game, as both teams look to improve on something and have takeaways coming out of this one. On the face-off, once again, is Hartzell rather. As the official takes a step back, and that's Bobby Veitch taking the face-off. Some great checking there, but I believe that might have been illegal, and the Titans will take possession. So here's Riley now taking the ball into the attacking half for Tartan. Has some space before cutting it back. Down and low now. As here's Reeves. Reeves working around one man. As Hartzell looking for an opportunity as well, but Reeves will dish it off on the far side before leaving it all the way back for Riley at the center of the field. Riley looking to make a move. Sends it across for Veitch. One-time shot skips wide off to the left and out of bounds, and I believe it'll stay down here.
Yeah, Tartan continues to control the time of possession, even in the second half, and this is just absolutely a blowout.
You know, John, as we mentioned, a lot of the time has been spent in this attacking half for the Tartan Titans as Lindahl moves around one man, and Wicks is able to make a save before the Cadets can take over. But for these defensive players that have been spending a lot of time just kind of on their back legs, not really doing a whole heck of a lot, how do you think that's affected them tonight?
The Tartan defenders, I mean, they got to be happy. They'll have their legs rested, and maybe they'll be even more ready to go when they play Matamidi here.
Well, a shot and a goal there quickly is maybe those rested legs didn't quite favor them quite so well, as the lead is now cut in half. It's 16-8, the Titans lead on a nice little pass that cuts the deficit.
Yeah, you'll see Zawoyski get his second goal of the game right here. But yeah, that definitely, as you were saying, that's, you know, your legs are going to get a little stiff and you're going to get a little bored just sitting back here. And, you know, they allowed an easy goal, but, you know, they've been playing great defense all night tonight, and you really got to give them some effort because Betts has let some easier goals in. You know, he's a smaller goalie. If you see him on the field, he is definitely a lot smaller than the goalie for St. Thomas.
I'll get the face-off coming here. 4:08 to go, third quarter. As the official steps back, face-off, more physicality by the Cadets. Seems to be working on that face-off dot as it comes all the way high into the air. As three aside fight for it, they can't quite find the ball before it finally gets sent in as Ryler just hits it on the ground. As here comes, I believe that's Lindahl on the near side. Lindahl behind the net now, steps back.
Ooh, nice move.
Nice move there. Lindahl tried to center it in front before quickly gathered up by Reeves, and the shot skips wide, and he'll stay down here.
I think Lindahl should have shot that ball right there instead of giving up the pass, you know, but he's a very unselfish player. He leads the team with assists this year with 13 so far. But great move right there to burn the defender. It would have been even better if he would have got the shot.
Well, here's Veitch now with the ball, creating an opportunity. As Veitch takes a run around one defender, two before leaving it here for Riley. Riley with space, down and low, Lindahl looking to see what he can do as Lindahl takes a stick, check before looking to move the ball aside. As here's Lindahl moving all in by himself. Lindahl, low shot, covered up there, and the Cadets can move the ball once again the other way.
Yeah, nice block there by Wicks, but I still think he just stuck his stick down there. I don't know if he saw the ball once again. Lindahl's just too quick.
As the ball goes skipping under the bleachers into a part of the track, is I think that's Bobby Veitch that gathered it up.
Yeah, last game we were here, I was on the far side of the field getting ready to go interview Lindahl and Herzog, and a ball came flying at me. I didn't even see it. I see it hit the fence, and I was pretty lucky.
As play continues here, here's Veitch. Veitch now with the ball. Standing in, sends it across. Too far for, that's a new player into the game, Jesse Daly now. It's too far for Daly. Is some great physicality there on both sides. A couple of sticks, questionable plays for the Cadets is more fighting for the ball on the ground as it sits there right on the out of bounds line. Looks to be going back into the attacking half before being pushed off the ball. Once again, a mass of humanity comes this way as finally Bobby Veitch is able to gain control for the Titans. In front for Riley for, oh wow, what is this? That's some beautiful moves right there. Herzog, tic-tac-toe from Lindahl and Veitch. A great little opportunity. What a goal.
Yeah, great ball movement by there. Lindahl finally ends up with the ball, and he gets the assist right here. He's wide open, and then he gets Herzog right there. Herzog just throws it right above the defender. Impressive shot right there. Herzog gets his second goal of the night. You know, he wanted to impress Lindahl and Herzl and Reeves. He's like, hey, you guys can't get all the double scores. You know, I got to get in there too.
So a couple of scores now with two tonight here. 17-8 is the lead with 2 to go here in the third quarter. As the opening draw won by Riley before just a little bit off of the stick there for Benjamin Maines, the junior defensive fielder. Centering pass in front in the attacking half for the Cadets goes wide, and play can be settled down. Across the field for Aker. Aker now sends it all the way up ahead as Ryan Dickinson with a goal tonight sends it across. I believe that's Herzog on the far side, evading a couple of sticks and some pressure by the Cadets. Herzog taking a run in all by himself, centering pass in front. Great save there as Lindahl got stoned for one of the only times tonight here in this game. It goes all the way back to Reeves now. Reeves sends it back now for Tabaka. Then across once again for Hartzell. Hartzell looking to make a run of his own. Right into the defender. Draws another one onto his presence. Before it goes all the way down for Herzog again. Herzog, some great pressure by Foster. Under a minute to go now here in this third quarter as it comes back once again for Dickinson. Dickinson taking a run, some great pressure by Myron for the Cadets. And once again now.
I'm surprised there wasn't high sticking there to the helmet, but, you know, they're up by 9.
As another fight for the ball, and the Cadets take control down to the last 30 of this third quarter. Myron now taking the ball up ahead. Myron in for the shot off of a stick too far, and Betts will take control way behind his own net. Gets knocked down. A flag will fly, and we should get a power play coming up here.
Yeah, you know what? I've been really impressed with St. Thomas in this third quarter. They may have allowed a lot of goals, but they've been very physical. They're not going to go down without a fight, I'll tell you that much, and it's been impressive, but this Tartan team is just way too good.
So it'll create a man-up situation with 19 seconds to go for the Titans, leading by 9, 17-8. As the ball is given to Logan Riley, and he'll take control with one last opportunity for the Titans, a man up. The far side now, that's Lindahl rather. There's Riley before going down low once again. Riley for Lindahl. Probably will get the ball here for the last 5. Lindahl, he'll come all the way back to the center of the field, and I guess that'll be enough for them. It'll end the third quarter, John, here, 17-8, Titans leading.
Yeah, great. I want to say it's great sportsmanship there by Lindahl. He didn't want to run up the score right before the half, shooting an unnecessary shot. They're up by 9. It's good stuff. Well, folks, we want to remind you that you can always volunteer here at SEC Sports. You can call Arlen Becker at the number lifted on the screen, or located on the screen, as well as his email. Always a good time. You can run the cameras out here. You can get a class, and then you're good to go to run these cameras. You know, local parents or friends, or even these high school kids. You get some good experience, some free pizza sometimes, some Subway. You can even try your hand at broadcasting if you want.
On a related note, I mentioned earlier in the game that there was a shot clock in lacrosse, and it was something that had been bothering me for a little bit here. So at the halftime, I did look it up. It does turn out, believe it or not, that there is a shot clock. However, I was slightly wrong in that it is only for college games where there is a shot clock that is available. So unfortunately, not quite here. Although I thought I saw that the official right on the goal line made the pointing his finger in the air and spinning it like that, that kind of sign for a refreshed shot clock. So that was my mistake on that. Of course, we do make mistakes. Mistakes can happen, but of course we will accept that. As we look to go here, fourth quarter, John, what do you expect to see out of the Titans going down the stretch? I expect the Titans to not let their foot off the pedal, and I guarantee you they're going to have about 21, 22 goals here to finish the game. I think, Betts, he's had some great defense in front of him. He's let some easy goals come in, so I get a feeling, this game will probably end up about 22-10, 22-11. That's 3 more goals than he usually allows on the year. But I expect some more goals here. Maybe, I think, might even see some backups come in for Tartan here later on. Clock continues to run. Titans, I believe, still a man up. A little run in the front and a great save by Wicks. As it comes all the way back out, and the Cadets can kill off this man-up opportunity. Long stretch pass all the way into the attacking half as it's gathered up there. Gets back to Betts in goal before keeping play moving. He loses the ball, and the Cadets look to gather it up. I'll tell you what, that is not the first time that Shimial has lost the ball today. He's had the ball when he's thought he's had the ball a couple times, and it's been falling out of his stick. I don't know, but that's something he needs to fix. Well, as the ball now comes down in low for Luke Williams. Williams, a couple of goals on the night for the Cadets. As Williams takes it behind his own net with Riley giving pressure. Williams, little rush right in front, backhanded shot. Nice save by Betts to keep it out as a couple more bounces would have sent it in. Yeah, what I didn't notice is that Betts is just a sophomore goalie, so he's got a lot of time to improve. He has made some great stops, but he's also let some easier ones in. We'll have it offsides right here for Tartan. That gets the Cadets the ball right back. Yeah, I believe you're right there. Hartzell in just a little too early. And the Cadets get an opportunity there as it goes onto the far side for Williams. Williams sends it back now for Myron. Down in low for Card. Card with a goal tonight for St. Thomas Academy. Sends a shot high and wide and goes to the corner of the field. Ooh, I don't know where he was shooting that ball there, Alex. That was an awful shot. No offense there, Card. Well, I think that the message on both sides was to shoot high tonight, as that does seem to be where they've been beating the goaltenders most of the time, but that was, I don't know, headed for downtown St. Paul more than anything, as Titans look to create an opportunity the other way, as Tabaka now sends it down in low, and it gets in even lower for Lindahl. Comes all the way back now, Tabaka. As some bodies move for the Titans. And here comes now Dickinson. Dickinson with a goal for the Titans tonight. He'll take a run in as play looks to continue. Yeah, you'll notice that the Titans will play a keep away here in this fourth quarter. They're not trying to run up the score, but they're just trying to win. But Lindahl is going to get some easy goals right here. Just another great play by Sam Lindahl. With his 7th goal of the day, that gives him 29 on the year. This kid is impressive. As we were talking about earlier, he's going to Rockhurst down in Missouri to play lacrosse at the college level. So this kid's got some skills, and he shows you right there. He's great when he gets right behind the net. He'll do a couple jukes and just swing it on in there. There's really nothing the goalie can do there for the Cadets. Yeah, no matter the score of the game, John, Lindahl certainly one of the great ones to watch here in the state of Minnesota. Very impressive effort tonight. Yeah, I guarantee if you ask him, we did an interview with him. He said hockey translates over to this a lot, but he knows he's probably one of the better players or best players in the state.
And like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure he'll be up for Mr. Minnesota Lacrosse with the Star Tribune.
As the ball comes on the far side, the Cadets pick it up. Myron penalized, and the ball will move the other way as the Cadets turn it over once again. As here comes Tabaka now. Tabaka has some space, dishes it off in front, shot. Great save there by Wicks to keep it a 10-goal game, and it comes all the way back out.
Yeah, Wicks took that one right off the body. That looked like it hurt.
As here come the Titans now once again as Hartzell with the ball now. Hartzell tries to center in front, but a great stick there keeps it alive. Lindahl playing like it's a 0-0 game, tried to get some pressure on as it's sent all the way back to the center of the field now, and the Cadets can take it the other way.
Gotta love the hustle by Lindahl. Even when that ball was in Tartan's hands, he still wanted it. Like you said, he's playing like it's 0-0.
And here come the Cadets once again. Myron now. Myron steps around Tabaka, sends a shot on before it's blocked by a couple of Titans standing in the lane, and Betts gets control. So here's Betts, spins around his own net before leaving it off there for Reither. Reither sends it back to Betts as they look to play keep away now. Betts onto the near side for Acker. Acker avoids a stick check, keeps the play moving. Acker down and low for Veitch. As they look to keep things moving, they'll set back up. Veitch gets around the defender, and play will continue as Veitch now pushed off, but keeps on moving as the bodies change for Tartan. Here in front now is Lindahl. Or that's not Lindahl, rather that is Luke Solheide now. Solheide stands with the ball, and like just a lot of keep away here now for the Titans, John.
Yeah, this is what we saw them do against Moundsview, and I'm sure they've done that in a few games this year. I mean, they've only lost one game, and that was a one-point game against Rosemount there. They started off the year, beat Moundsview 8-2. St. Michael Albertville 11-7. Dominated Hill Murray and Hastings. You'll see a play right here. Looked like a little smack to the head there. It's not what you like to see. It looks like he got hit twice in the head. One time he got double teamed right there. That's not what you like to see.
A dangerous hit creates a man-up opportunity for Tartan. Already up 8, 7:38 to go here, fourth quarter. As flag gets thrown back to the official. The wind, of course, major factor. Not so much tonight that we've seen, but very windy tonight. As we mentioned in our open, 15 miles an hour. Some very strong winds here tonight, and play will continue on the man-up situation. Down and low, Lindahl looking to add to his 7-goal outburst tonight, all the way back. Tried a shot before it comes back to Veitch. Dickinson gets it back to Veitch now. Veitch sends a shot on. It is a goal. Veitch on the man-up situation, 19-8 now. The Titans lead.
Yeah, Veitch with his second goal of the night. He wanted to shoot that ever since he got the ball in his hands. He did that with his earlier goal too, which he shot from distance. This kid's got some power. You'll see right here, he pump fakes a couple times. Finally, just throws it in there. And I mean, if you're Wicks, I mean, you're not doing your team any favors. Your defense hasn't been doing you any favors. Just an all-around lackluster effort here by St. Thomas. I mean, I get it's cold. What I was going to say earlier is I think Lindahl is playing with such intensity because he's trying to stay warm out there.
Well, with 7:17 to go, clock is frozen, or was frozen, so I don't believe we've had a stoppage time situation, or running time situation rather, as it comes into the attacking half for the Cadets before once again Titans able to sniff that out. And it comes back to the goaltender, who sends it way up ahead before Riley takes control for the Titans. Riley into the zone now. Sends it back as more bodies come on, and here's Veitch once again. Veitch with the ball, has a couple of goals tonight, sends it down in low. On the near side now for Herzog, as Herzog looks to evade some pressure. Herzog cutting it back, looking for some sort of an opportunity or just to burn out the clock. Veitch now, cross for, I believe that's a new player there. That's Jesse Daly. As play can continue for Reeves, all the way down once again to Lindahl. Lindahl centering pass in front, a great little shot for Riley. Great assist for Lindahl, better goal for Riley. It's 20-8 now, John.
Yeah, Riley becomes the second person, or not the second person, one of the many Tartan players here tonight to get his second goal of the game. Great pass here by Lindahl from behind the net. You know, that's pretty much their offense. Either Lindahl takes it himself or he finds the open man in front of the net because all the defense is paying attention to him.
So the Titans have hung 20 here on Peter Wicks and the St. Thomas Academy Cadets. Not the first time that they've been close to 20 here this season. They hit 20 against Hastings just last week, and that was on the road.
Safe to say their defense is on the roll. Parker Cottage Grove must have a pretty good goalie there for the Wolfpack, because they held Tartan to 10 points.
As we hit this halfway point of the regular season for the Lacrosse, it looks like Tartan will be another strong contender out of Section 4.
Yeah, I'm very excited to watch that Matamita game. As we were talking about it, you know, Matamita has a solid team. They don't have a player that is on Lindahl's level, but as a team as a whole, they play a lot better than, well, I wouldn't say that either. It's going to be an interesting matchup, and, you know, Lindahl just might be the difference.
As the ball comes back to Veitch. Veitch looking to keep play moving as some bodies come on for both sides. Back for Veitch now. One-time shot saved there by Wicks as it comes back out, and the Cadets can take control. Way down and low now as Redding gets it on the near side. Gets it up ahead now with the extended stick for Jack Foster. So here's Foster taking it into the attacking half. Tripped up by Veitch, loses the ball. Not worthy of an infraction, however, as Williams takes control for the Cadets. Tried to send it in once again for Foster, but it comes back out, and Foster can pick it up. Goes all the way back now. Fake the attempt over. Onto the far side now for Sjogren. As we're hitting under 5 minutes to go now here in this fourth quarter. As some more bodies come on for the Cadets. As there's Flanagan. Flanagan at the center of the field, taking a run in. Tries to step around Veitch before sending it down in low for Miller. Andrew Miller, no relation to our great producer Anthony Miller, as I'm aware of. Taking the ball into the attacking half.
He's not my cousin either.
As play can continue, now that we have sorted out familial relations. And play, I believe that's a shot in front and a great save by Betts before the ball comes back out, and we get another whistle.
Yeah, talking about that Tartan Matamidi game coming up, the difference is that a lot of this Tartan team is seniors. This Matamidi team lost a lot of seniors from last year, including one of the top scorers in the state, Matt Schwartz. So they're a very young team, lots of sophomores, lots of juniors on that team. So that could make the difference. We saw it last year between those two as well, is that the older team won. But now, you know, this Tartan team, they switched it out, and they're the older team now.
Wicks makes a save on a shot from Herzog, runs around his own net before getting it off to Foster here on the near side, down to the last 4 minutes of this one. Wicks now gets it here, or tries to get it before Foster loses it, regains control and sends it the other way as Matt Martine sends it off, and I think we had an offside call as the Titans will get the ball once again. Titans with control. Here's Jacob Hartzell. Down and low for Lindahl. Lindahl looking to maybe score another goal, taking a run by himself, and that's exactly what he does. Lindahl, 8 now on the night. It's 21-8 Titans.
Yeah, Lindahl just taking this one to town. You'll see this right here. He's very well at playing in a congested area, and he'll get his shot off whenever he wants. That's 8 goals now. That makes 30 on the year. There's a lot of lacrosse left this year. I expect this guy to end up with in the 50s to 60s range. They have 5 games left, so should definitely reach that.
Well, as we've hit the running time portion of this matchup, 21-8 now. Lindahl with 8 to make 8 goal scores tonight for the Titans. An impressive offensive outburst, their most of the season. As play will continue, and the Titans turn it over to the Cadets before sending it off, and the Cadets will turn it over themselves as some great stick work, not giving up here as Shimial tries to apply some pressure here for Zawoyski with a goal tonight for the Cadets. Zawoyski sends it down in low, as I believe that's Emmett Rice. down below the Tartan goal. Rice moving in, avoids a check before sending it back. Sends it across, and a great intercept there by Shimeall to keep play alive before Acker takes control for the Titans.
You can tell why the Shimeall is a defenseman. He's good at defense. He's not very good with the ball in his stick. He can't really control the ball, but he is definitely where he needs to be on defense at all times.
Well, here's Redding now, being pressured heavily before he gets it off to Zawoyski. Zawoyski now down and low as the Cadets look to score a goal here. A nice little wraparound attempt saved by Betts, and it goes behind the net there, to a side fighting for it. Down to the last minute now as the ball comes all the way back out, too far for anybody in particular before Herzog's able to apply some pressure and play can continue. As here comes Reither now.
I think this will just be a game of keep away again.
Play will continue, as I believe that is Veitch on the far side. Veitch in the keep away now, down to the last minute here. Titans leading 21-8. No sense to get this one out of hand as a flag flies. A man-up situation will come. Clock continues to run though, however, as we have reached the running time. And I believe it'll be a Tartan man-up situation. As the clock continues to run here down to the last 24. No one in a great rush to keep things going, but heck of a game for Sam Lindahl and the Tartan Titans here tonight,
yeah,
John.
8 goals tonight. He's also had some great assists. The guy is just an all-around heck of a player. But you can't go without, the rest of the team played good too. Tabaka had a goal, Riley had 2, Hartzell had 3, Reeves had 2, Dickinson had 1, Veach and Herzog had 2 goals apiece. So it's been an all-around team effort. They would have killed the Cadets even without Sam Lindahl.
Well, the Titans get Spring Lake Park and the Panthers here Friday night at Tartan Stadium. The clock hits zeros. Time has run out, and the Titans win tonight by a virtue of a 21-8 score, improving to 6-1 here on the season, John.
Yeah, absolutely impressive game. They got some good tests coming up to see where they sit this year in the state overall, but I expect this team to make a deep run once we get into the playoffs.
Well, on behalf of John Miller, Anthony Miller, Arlen Becker, and our entire SCC Sports production crew, I'm Alex Westad. Thank you for joining us here tonight on this broadcast. Your final, the Titans are victorious 21-8 over the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy on your home for Tartan Lacrosse right here on SCC Sports.